Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot, back with some more MLB picks on this Friday, July 30th. Guys, we had a winning night last night, and today is Friday. Two great things going in our favor. Let's string some wins together, and let's have a great day today. If by any chance you are watching this video and you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and mash that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. It's free, and we have lots of content coming your way, from fantasy football and NFL to college football. Yeah, I got my college football shirt on. Go Gators! And you know what? We're really excited for what's to come for this channel. Again, guys, football, greater sign, a lot of the other sports. That's just how it is. That's facts. And also, consider becoming a COS All-Star. All of these people on our fancy scrolling list are our COS All-Stars. Big shout out to you guys. And if you're interested in joining this list, which it looks cool, right, with the graphic, either click the join button next to our channel name or the first link in the description below. We really appreciate you COS All-Stars. We couldn't do it without you guys. You're the lifeblood of the channel. And let's recap the picks, though, one time for you. 3-1 last night. Yes, we had a great night last night, winning night. 2+ money winners, right? White Sox team total under, cash that one at plus money, and San Francisco Moneyline, cash that one as plus money as well. You know, Detroit first five, cash that one. And then the dang Brewers was our only loss. Yeah, I mean, guys, they scored. Look at the box score. It was actually comical how we lost that one. They scored 1 in the first 5, and then they proceeded to score 11 after the first 5. Talk about a bad beat, right? That was a bad beat. I love the value on it. It was a good bet, and actually it got odds boosted. So that one was tough. We had a few things going against us on that pick, but it was our only loss. So we'll take it, and let's build on that. Where are we starting today? Indians versus White Sox. I'm taking White Sox run line -1.5 at plus 100 odds. First of all, I like the value on this one. Why? Because the White Sox are due to bust out of the slump offensively. You heard what I said yesterday. I said they're in a slump offensively. Some of those hitters, like Abreu and Anderson, they're slumping. And you know what they did yesterday? 0 runs. Made it a no-sweat bet for our team total under, right? But there's value on them to predict when they're going to bust the slump. And if they're gonna bust the slump, it's gonna be against Mejia, right? 5, 4, and 6 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Oh boy, right? The earned runs always don't tell the full story. Let's look at his WHIP: 1.5, 2.1, and 2.25 WHIP in those last 3 starts. That's terrible. And if the White Sox can't bust the slump against Mejia, well, I don't know who they're gonna bust it against, because they'll just stay in it forever, right? And you know what? With that high WHIP. Can the White Sox, who are really high in drawing walks, can they capitalize on that? Sure. They're 7th in walks. That's top 10. You know what? There's lots of factors here going on today to make me feel good about White Sox run line. First of all, and the trade deadline happened. We can't ignore it, right? And the Indians traded Cesar Hernandez to the White Sox, so they traded away one of their best hitters. A team that I always looked at the Indians, 1 through 9. I said, a lot of these hitters don't even scare me. I don't even know how they put up runs sometimes, but they traded away Hernandez. There goes some run production, right? White Sox, much better offensively. 5th in runs, 7th in hits. Indians, 19th in runs, 25th in hits. So, major offensive advantage there. And you know what? They got Lance Lynn pitching on the mound. I think he can hold those Cleveland hitters at bay. 3, 2, and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Pretty good. And last little piece of evidence for us, White Sox are covering the run line 56% of the time at home. That is 4th best in the majors. So if they're going to win and cover today, I really like the value at plus 100. And to bust that offensive slump, go score some runs like the great offense I know you to be. White Sox, they've been very profitable for us most of the year. And you know what? Today, they are breaking the slump. No goose egg for them today. Give me some runs today and cover that run line. Moving on to our next pick, Dodgers versus Diamondbacks, another run line. I'm taking Dodgers run line -1.5, -110 odds in this one. Guys, you got Gonsolin going for the Dodgers. 0, 3, and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Pretty solid. I mean, Gonsolin, definitely one of the better pitchers they can offer. 1 earned run versus Arizona each time he faced them. So he's shown us great evidence that he can hold those very, underwhelming Diamondbacks hitters at bay. The Diamondbacks, 24th in runs, 17th in hits, 20th in Ks. That's not a great offense. Nothing about them really scares me a ton. Dodgers, by comparison, they should be able to put up runs with ease against Gallen, right? Dodgers 2nd in runs, 8th in hits, 18th in Ks is a little high for me, but they'll get better on that. And Gallen, not a great pitcher one bit. 7, 1, and 3 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Ooh, I would love the 7, right? I love it. I love easy, no sweat bet. Just relax and count our money on this one. Don't think it's going to be that way. It never is a no sweat bet whenever I pick the Dodgers, right? They have to cover in like the 9th inning or something, or blow the cover in the 9th inning. That's usually how these games play out. But again, Gallen, let's look at his stats. Earned runs don't always tell the story, the full picture, right? 2.25 whip, 0.8 whip, and a 4 whip. Okay, guys, the 0.8 is great for him, right? As far as whip goes, the lower the number, the better. Anything under in that 1 range is good. Anything at 4 is not good. So he's definitely struggled with control. He's definitely struggled with giving up hits and runs. And you know what? I expect the Dodgers to be able to capitalize on him today. Arizona's bullpen, 28th in bullpen ERA. That's where the covers could come. That's where again, if it's relatively neck and neck between the starting pitchers, the bullpen for Arizona has been putrid this year. So I'm expecting a cover run to maybe come in that range. That's why I'm locking in Dodgers run line for us today. Moving on to our next pick, Orioles versus Tigers. I'm taking Tigers run line in the first 5, minus 115. Look, guys, the Tigers have been great for us and anyone that's been betting them recently, right? Especially in that first 5. That's where they've been covering pretty well. So they've got Scooble on the mound. 5, 1, and 3 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Pretty solid for Scooble. I don't love the 5, but you know what? He's a better pitcher, and he's a lefty, right? Baltimore struggled versus left-handed pitching this year. 13 and 23 versus lefties this year. So they haven't been seeing and hitting lefties as well as they should. And you know who's going for them today? Matt Harvey, right? Will real Matt Harvey please stand up, right? 0, 0, and 6 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. That's not the real Matt Harvey that I know. The Matt Harvey that I know is that 6.65 ERA Matt Harvey, the one that gives up runs at a feverish pace. So are the Tigers going to finally put Matt Harvey in his place today? Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? They are 15th in runs, 15th in hits. Are those stats a little inflated from their 17-run game recently? Maybe, but that doesn't matter. They're the better offensive team, and they're facing a pitcher that I think they should be able to exploit in Matt Harvey. He's due for a bad game, right? 0 earned runs past 2 starts. Look, guys, it's baseball's about kind of being ahead of the trends. You can't always go with what the numbers are telling you because sometimes they lie to you. But Baltimore, by comparison, 22nd in runs, 19th in hits. Offensive advantage to Detroit in the first 5, and pitching advantage to Detroit in the first 5. Look, they cashed the first 5 for us yesterday. Let's run it back with them today. Let's go Tigers. Locking that one in. And moving on, Astros versus Giants. I'm taking Giants money line minus 118 odds. Look, I love what the Giants did for us yesterday. They made me proud. Now can they come back? Still playing at home and beat a really, really good Houston offense, first in runs, first in hits, and first in Ks? Sure, why not, right? San Fran not lagging behind too much in the offensive category. 9th in runs, 13th in hits, 24th in Ks. The strikeouts are a little high. Not even going to lie to you there. But who they got going for them today? Gausman, right? Gausman's supposed to be on the mound. 6, 2, and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Look, guys, you know what? Gausman had a soul-searching moment after giving up 6 earned runs versus the Pirates. You know what? I was in pain with you, Gausman, because I had you against the Pirates, and I just sat there contemplating, do I want to quit baseball after I watched him just get rocked by the Pittsburgh Pirates? So he's due for a bounce-back game. Now, while Houston might not be the team to bounce back against, I definitely think playing at home is going to be a huge advantage for the Giants. 33 and 16 at home this year. That's a 67% win rate, and that is the best win rate in the majors this year. So again, major advantage for the Giants playing at home. You saw what they did yesterday, bounced back in a big way against the Dodgers, right? And they're facing Valdez today. Valdez pitching for Houston, 0, 4, and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. I've seen Valdez be erratic. I've seen him struggle with control, and you know what? I definitely think he's hittable. I definitely think he's poised to give up some runs today, and that's why, you know what? In a game this close, it's essentially a pick 'em. I am picking the Giants. Last little advantage, San Fran's bullpen, 3rd in bullpen ERA. Love that top 3 bullpen ERA. Houston, by comparison, 16th in bullpen ERA. I know Houston made some moves at the trade deadline, but it's going to take a while for them to kick in. And I'm also, just riding the Giants at home. I expect them. Why are they favored, right? They got to be favored a little bit for a reason, and that could be the home advantage. So that's why I'm locking them in against Valdez today. And moving on to our last pick, guys, we had a winning day yesterday. I thought we could have a little bit of Friday fun. This is a money line parlay for anyone that wants to play it. If you're not a parlay bettor, I respect that. I understand it, but a lot of people do ask me for money line parlays, and so what? I have a really good one that should stand a really good chance of cashing, right? Toronto money line, Blue Jays money line versus Kansas City. I expect them to outslug the Royals in that one. Dodgers money line. I already told you they're facing the Diamondbacks, and the White Sox money line. If there's any leg that's going to potentially mess us up, it could be the White Sox money line, but I still love the value. That comes out to be plus 240 odds for that money line parlay against three favorites that really should win their matchups. It's baseball, and I know what happens in game ones. The underdogs can come barking, but if they don't, we will cash that money line parlay. So I like it sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to overthink the picks. Let's do a quick recap of the picks one last time. White Sox run line, Dodgers run line, Tigers run line in the first 5, and Giants money line, and the money line parlay if you choose to play it. Thank you guys so much. It feels so great to finally get a winning day for you guys. So let's keep the momentum rolling. As always, let me know your favorite plays in the comments down below. Let's have a great Friday, and let's make some money going into the weekend.